Welcome to EMTERIA Explains. My name is Jason and I'm your guide to the world of embedded Android. Today I'm going to show you how to update an app on your embedded device using EMTERIA Device Hub. Let's jump right in. Why is it necessary to update your apps? Imagine you're a car manufacturer and want to provide your customers with a modern Android-based infotainment system. To offer your customers the best possible infotainment, you need to delight them with new features, improve security and user experience, or fix bugs. This is why you need to be able to deploy over-the-air (OTA) software updates for single devices or the whole fleet. Now I'd like to show you 3 different approaches on how to update a custom app. There's the manual way, using a private app repository, and automation with mobile device management. The manual way. Imagine you have your device right in front of you. Plug it into your PC and click transfer the update via file transfer. You can also provide the update online and download it via a browser. If you only have one or a few devices, this approach works quite fine. But if you have several devices, this is a lot of work. To avoid the manual effort, you need an easy way to host your apps centrally. How? By using a private app repository. This is your private app store, which helps you to provide your devices with updates and new apps. Similar to what you're used to from your phone. You can create a repository with the help of EMTERIA Device Hub in our provisioning area. We use F-Droid for this purpose. F-Droid is an app store for the Android platform. It was created to browse and install existing public, free, and open source projects. You create your own private repository on F-Droid using Device Hub. Unlike other projects on F-Droid, you do not make your apps publicly available. In this way, you can use the repository for your devices only by subscribing to your private repository. If F-Droid is installed on your devices, it makes it easy to deploy newer versions of your apps centrally. There is a tutorial on how to do this step by step in our knowledge base. What are the benefits of a private app repository? When F-Droid is installed on your devices, it regularly checks the private app repository for new versions of your app. It displays a push notification when an update is available. The device user must actively download the new APK file to get the latest version of the app. You don't have to update each device individually. You simply shift the responsibility of performing the updates to the hands of your device users. That's great news. You don't have to manually update all of your car owners' infotainment systems during an inspection. They decide when to install it. Let's show you how it works. Alright, let's take a look at how to upload an app into your private repository. First, go to the URL that you've created in provisioning. This is what an empty repository looks like. Here, if you go into the repo folder, you can drag and drop your APK file here, also known as an Android application kit or Android application package. After uploading, the APK is checked. In the root folder, you'll see the newest version of the APK and a link to the APK. Let's see how to update an app in your repository. So now, you have your app in the repo. Head on over to the repo folder, then drag and drop the new version. You can have multiple versions next to each other, so it's a good idea to have the version number and the file name. But if you go to the home screen, there's only one link for each package name, and it's always the most updated version. The version number is encoded not in the file name, but within the actual file in the app. That's how the repository knows which version is newer. And there you go. This is how you'll update your app in your private repository. So, you have the first version of the app installed. It's the first version in the private repo, and F-Droid is set up so that it checks the private repo. When you go here and update the app, it will be updated in the repo or repository. It can take up to an hour because F-Droid only periodically checks this repo folder. Usually it's once a day, but you can make it work faster if you trigger the update by going into your F-Droid and swiping down. Then you can see there's a new version of the infotainment app. Now, just click update and your app will be running its latest version. So, these are the manual steps you have to perform on the device or via VNC, but F-Droid can notify you about updates. There is a third way to update your apps, by using the full power of mobile device management. Let's stick with the infotainment example. Your users won't always do their updates. However, these are elementary for the apps and car's security. Wouldn't it be nice for the user if apps and app updates just appeared without having to navigate to F-Droid and initialize the update? This is possible by combining your private app repository with the benefits of mobile device management. What is mobile device management? MDM helps you manage all your devices at the same time. You can set policies with just a few clicks. Ensure the functionality and security mechanisms for your devices. What changes in the updating method? The initial setup of your private repository remains the same, but you can manage individual devices or whole groups, like the infotainment system of an entire car fleet, by defining groups. First, upload a new APK file and replace it in your private app repository. Second, set a policy for your devices. Policies are rules. Based on those rules, the MDM checks if they apply to your device. For our use case, you can define which version of an app is provided for your device group. If the user of a single device changes something, your policy ensures that the desired state is restored. When adding new devices to your device group in which the policy is applied, the initial setup of the device is configured automatically, including the download and installation of all apps. What does this mean for your infotainment users? They get in their car in the morning and their infotainment system is fully updated, and may even have a few new features to delight them. The MDM functionality can be accessed through the EMTERIA Premium plan. I will give you a short glimpse into how to use the Device Hub to benefit from MDM. Alright, now let's perform an app update through MDM on Device Hub. Let's go back to square one. We have version 1 in our repository and version 1 of the infotainment app installed on the device. To update or upload our newest version, copy its link, then switch to MDM. Click on the Add button to add a new command. Choose Install Package. Now, paste the link here. Then you have to enter the package name and the version code, which in our case is version 5. And then you send this command to the device. The device downloads the new application file, installs it, and updates the app. There you have it. We've updated an app via MDM through Device Hub. So what I showed you today was the different roadmaps for your embedded device update strategy. You have 3 options to do updates. You can do updates manually and for all devices individually. You can use F-Droid as a tool to create your private app repository and send updates to your users centrally over the air. Make your MDM work for you and your users. Update all devices centrally and automatically. We'll help you with all 3 steps. Check out our advanced and premium plan to easily implement steps 2 and 3. Get in touch if you have any questions. Stay tuned for more videos. See you soon.